This year, for the first time in U.S. history, a woman or an African-American man will represent the Democratic Party to become President of the United States. It's a race of historic proportions that has some women of color doing some serious soul searching. Black women are used to being ignored, not just in the general election, but even in the Democratic primaries. But this year is different. As in South Carolina, whether African-American women go with Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton could be pivotal. We sat down with 5 women, a lawyer, journalist, student, minister, and filmmaker. They say it's not smart to assume which lever they'll pull because of their race or gender.
I think it's unfair, like I was saying before, for African Americans to be pigeonholed into you're only going to vote for Obama because he's black, or for women to only vote for Hillary because she's a woman. We're a lot smarter, we're more educated now. There are a lot of issues out here that we care about.
Those issues are things like health care, education, and the economy. And these women are taking a serious look at the candidates. Dana Ross is now for Obama, but only after spending hours on the internet looking at candidate websites.
I kind of just write down the key points of those things that matter to me most, and then go back and research and compare it to their platforms. And when I did that, Barack Obama was the person for me.
Lawyer Aurelia Durant-Penny looked at years of service, deciding Hillary's decades in the governor's mansion, White House, and Senate trumped Obama's relatively new arrival.
My issue is one of experience, and in my opinion, there's a lot of cleanup that has to happen in the next administration.
For the undecideds, every effort made by the candidates could be a sway factor. Journalist Deidre Childress says there is a constant debate among her reporter friends over every little news blip.
I think that by the time it's all over, most of my friends will have really scrutinized this thing.
While her daughter, college student Taryn Phillips, who'll be voting in her first election, has been struck by something else very cutting edge.
Definitely pro-Obama, probably because he's taken a lot of the things that we use to communicate, and he's adapted those into his campaign. Like, he has a MySpace page, he has a Facebook page.
All 5 women admit race is the major factor in their lives, and that does mean a special regard for Obama. Minister Verlea Cheney, an undecided voter, sees it from 2 vantage points. One is personal.
I was born somewhere around the time Martin Luther King died, and so I haven't in my lifetime experienced much history that's going to be written. And so I'm excited that I'm kind of walking through history.
She and the other ladies say another viewpoint is how this race is inspiring black youth.
They're not old enough to vote, but they're watching, they're listening, they have an opinion.
It's such a positive thing to see a black man on the front page of our newspaper every day who has nothing to do with the homicide rate in Philadelphia, who has nothing to do with anything negative, who is just positive and is a positive image for the boys in my family. And that is just spectacular.
But that special regard for Obama has meant some discomfort for Clinton supporters like Durant-Penny, even at her own kitchen table.
Clinton, I do feel like, as an African-American woman, that's the unpopular opinion, so I kind of say it under my breath a little bit, because I think the consensus is that if you are an African-American, we're just so relieved to have an African-American candidate.
However, Super Tuesday turns out these women say a new era is here. They say Shirley Chisholm and Jesse Jackson ran to prove an African-American could run. This time, Barack or Hillary are proving an African-American or a woman can run and win.
Now, I think certain things have happened that have put us on a course where hopefully we're not ever going to go back.
I have, in the past, voted and had the mindset, my approach to my voting was, I'll choose the lesser of 2 evils. And I feel for the first time, I don't have to approach it that way.
Republican or Democrat, male or female, no matter what your candidate preference is, just remember to get out there and vote. It is shaping up to be an exciting 2008 presidential race. Reporting for Visions, I'm Tamala Edwards.